Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Friday, March 11th, 2016. My name is Cliff Backus, and this is your PushButtonStockTrading.com daily video market review. Much of what we do at Push Button Stock Trading is based in part or in full on William O'Neill's classic book, How to Make Money in Stocks. O'Neill utilizes the acronym CANSLIM to identify the important elements of what he's looking for in a trade. The N in CANSLIM stands for something new products, new management, or perhaps new market conditions. The N reminds us that we need something new and exciting to sustain longer-term profit growth. The L in the CANSLIM acronym stands for leader or laggard. It's important that we identify where leadership in the market is. To that end, we use HGSI, High Growth Stock Investors Spectrum Analyzer, to identify market leadership on a daily basis. So let's get started with that. Yesterday, of the top 100 most powerful stocks in the most powerful industry groups, 14 came from integrated utilities, 12 came from precious metal mining, 10 from specialty apparel, 4 from managed care, and rounding out the top 5, we had 4 steel producers and 4 mass merchants. Not seeing a lot there that looks like leadership in the market. We haven't seen a lot of any of these industry groups recently. Let's take a look at what the Russell 2000 is up to. For the past 3 days, the Russell 2000 has been weaker than the rest of the market. Notice how yesterday the Russell came up and we tested this resistance level here in the 1079 range. And we failed at that point. We closed right about the middle of our daily trading range. The Russell, as I've been noting, has been the key to the market going forward here. We were looking to take out resistance down here in the 1040 area, which we did about a week and a half ago. That area now becomes support. We'll see if the market can hold there. Resistance is here in the 1079 area. Taking out that area of resistance would be certainly bullish. Let's see what the NASDAQ Composite's up to. But before we do that, the M in the CANSLIM acronym stands for market. And to my way of thinking, that's the most important element. So let's take a brief look at the market here. Stocks closed mixed on heavier trading volume yesterday, giving us a distribution day on the NASDAQ and a remarkably weak accumulation day on the S&P 500. Trading volume was below average. There seemed to be no real institutional panic in the market to the upside or the downside. Our market timing signal is on a buy. A buy signal indicates that both aggressive and conservative traders can buy here, but we shouldn't be increasing margin at this point. We still have only 25 stocks on our universal watch list. That's an unusually low number. In a healthy market, we generally have between 50 and 90 stocks on the universal watch list. So far, there's not a lot of top-rated participation in this market. That may change, and probably will. For now, we remain cautiously bullish. Declining issues topped advancers yesterday by a 4-3 margin. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line continues to look more bullish than bearish. New highs continued to outperform new lows. Our overbought, oversold indicator is indicating a neutral condition in the market. Large capitalization stocks bettered small yesterday and continue to outperform on a 10-day moving average basis. Small caps typically outperform in bull markets. This remains a volatile market and appears to be more bullish than bearish. That noted, be careful, and as always, keep your stops in place. Yesterday, the NASDAQ Composite was down 12.22 points, or just over 0.25%. We closed at 46.62. Trading volume yesterday was higher than the prior day, which gives us a distribution day. For you followers of William O'Neill, we are in a confirmed uptrend on the market, have been since February 18th. We have 3 distribution days since confirmation of the uptrend. That's still reasonable, but it's getting up there. Right now, the NASDAQ is bracketed by support down here in the 45.06 area and resistance at this trend line. This trend line is the 2009 to today trend line and has shown considerable resistance up to this point. If we were to break through that trend line, our next significant area of resistance is up here in the 4900 area. Our market timing model is on a buy signal. A buy signal indicates that both aggressive and conservative traders can buy, but we shouldn't be increasing margin at this point. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P yesterday rallied into the close to give us a ever so slight gain, 0.31 points or 0.02%. We closed at 1989, blocking at resistance right here in the 1993 area. Trading volume was a little bit heavier than the prior day, and because we were up ever so slightly and trading volume was higher than the prior day, we have an accumulation day. Accumulation is generally an indication of institutional buying, but considering that the NASDAQ had some more significant selling, I really think that the accumulation day should be taken with a little bit of a grain of salt. We are in a confirmed uptrend on the S&P 500 and have only one distribution day since confirmation of the uptrend on February 18th. Right now, the S&P 500 is bracketed by support at its long-term trend line right here, and resistance up here in the 1993 area. We are on a buy signal on our market timing model. Before we go, I've got a couple stocks that I want to talk about. The first stock I want to talk about is MaxLinear. MaxLinear provides radio frequency, analog, and mixed signal integrated circuits used in communication and video display over broadband networks. Stock has been working on this third stage base. A third stage base is a fairly late stage base, but we get a checklist rating of 84, which is a very high rating and kind of mitigates the third stage base. We have a pivot point in the 1775 area. We've flirted with that pivot point, but we've never actually closed above it. Move above the 1775 area on heavy volume may be worth a second look with MaxLinear. Second stock I want to take a look at is TAL Education Group. TAL is a Chinese provider of K through 12 after-school tutoring services for 1.5 million students via 289 learning centers in 19 cities in China. The stock right now has broken out of this fifth stage base-ish kind of thing in the 4884 area. It gets a 72% checklist rating. Note that a fifth stage base is a late stage base, and this isn't actually a base. I put it in here as a base. Doesn't really qualify, so perhaps you can call it a fourth stage base that we broke out of way back here. Either way, it's a late stage base. We get a 72% checklist rating. Yesterday, the stock found support at its 21-day exponential moving average and broke back up through its 10-day simple moving average on higher trading volume than any down day in the past 10 trading sessions. That's our definition of a pocket pivot for people that are looking for some place to put money to work today. There's very little of what I would consider quality breakouts out there. TAL may be a good place to put some money at this point, but I would be careful and I would keep my stops in place. That's about all I have for today. If you want to talk about any of the stocks mentioned today or any of our market strategies, please feel free to give me a call, drop me an email, or make an appointment. Come by the office, see what we're up to. Contact information is on the home page. Please take a minute to go to our subscription page and subscribe to Push Button Stock Trading. You can also follow us on Twitter at PushButtonStock. Again, my name is Cliff Backus. That's your daily video market review. Have a safe and profitable day. Keep your stops in place, and I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay tuned for our important disclaimers. All the best. Disclaimers. Push Button Stock Trading Video Market Review is produced and edited by Clifford B. Backus. Mr. Backus is a Senior Vice President of Investments, Technical Analyst, Portfolio Manager, and Partner with the investment firm of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated. Video Market Review is produced solely for the benefit of our clients, friends, and colleagues. Anything written, stolen, and/or plagiarized in this publication is done without malice. Further, the analysis and opinions expressed in this publication are strictly those of the editor and not of Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated, its affiliates, subsidiaries, or any of the officers or employees of Ohanneson LaCours, Inc. On that note, we submit the following. The analysis, calculations, and evaluations presented herein are based on data and assumptions Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated believes to be accurate. Ohanneson LaCours Incorporated makes no representation that such analysis or calculations are accurate or that such valuations represent levels at which actual trades may occur. This report has been prepared from original sources, except where otherwise noted, and data we believe to be reliable. Ohanneson LaCours, Inc., its affiliates and subsidiaries, and/or their officers and employees or their families may from time to time acquire, hold, or sell a position in the securities mentioned herein. Moreover, opinions may differ from one entity to the next. If we are used in connection with the purchase or sale of any security discussed in this report, we may act as principal for our own account or as agent for both the buyer and the seller. Push Button Stock Trading is dedicated to the education of friends, clients, and paid subscribers. Push Button Stock Trading is an information service only. The information provided herein is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell stocks of any kind. Push Button Stock Trading is created to aid subscribers in making informed investment decisions based wholly or in part on technical analysis. It's possible that at this time or some subsequent date, the editors of Push Button Stock Trading may own, buy, or sell the investments presented. All investors should consult a qualified professional before making any investment. The information provided has been obtained from sources deemed to be reliable, but it is not guaranteed as to the accuracy or completeness. The editors of Push Button Stock Trading make every effort to provide timely information to subscribers, but cannot guarantee specific delivery times due to factors beyond our control.